Been a bad week for Young Fog, man. Been a bad week. All them audios of him in the interrogation room. Everybody out here calling him a rat, yeah. But like I said, I ain't seen nothing to say personally he's a rat. Did he talk too much? Yeah. Actually, I can say that what he told about the selling weed to Lil Wayne or Lil Wayne buying weed off them, that's incriminating shit. But the rest, the jury's still out for that. So yeah, man, there's been bare audios of Young Thug talking to 21 Savage on the phone. I don't know who's getting these audios here. Academic said he thinks it's Gunner's people that have got all these audios. He's talking to 21 Savage about QCP, about Dirk, about Baby, all kind of stuff. I don't know how these man. This is what I'm saying. I don't know. Man's fault. Man's calls are getting tapped. I don't know where man are getting these things from. But if it is Gunner has done real good, yeah, to get all this audio of Young Thug from the interrogation room to on the phone with 21 Savage and that, because it's made Young Thug be looked at in a whole different light now. So if this was Gunner's plan, Gunner, you succeeded. You probably superseded. Do you know what I'm saying? You probably superseded your plans if it was Gunner or Gunner's representatives, you get me, to take down Young Thug, because things will never be the same for Young Thug after this week. But yeah, audio has surfaced now of Young Thug talking about Kendrick Lamar. Kind of sounds upset that Kendrick Lamar never gave him a feature and all that, and he's just saying Drake's bigger than Kendrick and Kendrick should be blessing people. I'm gonna go, let me go and get this let me go and get this audio.
Versus to this nigga, man. What the hell you doing, crazy?
Nothing or something.
Right. You getting all the damn verses to this nigga, man. What the hell you doing, crazy? All that fake, I ain't getting no rapper songs. I don't be liking them type nigga like that.
Why?
These niggas get too big. I don't want to do no feature. Why? Why you don't want to do no feature? Why wouldn't you want to do a feature for a superstar? Like you ain't like goddamn Street calling you for a song, you know? Like,
yeah.
You really got Lil Durk calling you for a song, Lil Baby, Thug, real superstar calling you for a song. Why wouldn't you do the song? We lit, nigga. We going number 1, 2. Fuck you thinking? You know, it's just like, I don't be understanding that type of shit. Supposed to be a nigga who bless a nigga. That's why them niggas will never be bigger than Drake, ever in life. Niggas will never be bigger than Buddy. Buddy gonna do it right. Buddy fucking with everybody. You know how many niggas like Drake can't? How many niggas can take care of their family because of Buddy? Just like straight fucking with you. Kendrick, goddamn, put a nigga on. Y'all niggas, you're a superstar. You don't ran up you a few hundred M, but you ain't put nobody on though. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even put Keem on. Cause the shit you and him doing, this shit ain't really doing that. Put somebody on. It's okay to run you a few hundred M's up, but who you help though? You ain't really help nobody. It's the saying. You did all that shit for nothing, nigga. You ain't help nobody, nigga. Nigga ain't really gaining no fans off of you. Keem ain't big. Keem love hell, man. He can't sell no fucking ticket. Watch out. Like, man, watch out. I truly believe you do a song on me, Wham, Dirt, Moneybag, Savage. I truly believe we'll have your ass dope, trending, like, cause it's gonna be like people in the real world fucking with you, not the goddamn, not the rap world. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real players and cool bitches, lit bitches, and players and shit like that fucking with you. Them type of people ain't fucking with you. You gonna get like the real streets and the real people fucking with you. You gonna get the East Coast fucking. East Coast ain't fucking with you, bro. You really trying to keep all the blessings to yourself. You really trying to keep everything to yourself. You really sit in the studio and work on the album and don't put nobody on the album. Like, god damn, bro, you ain't gonna fuck with nobody. You ain't gonna bless nobody. Bullshit ass king, like. But it's like, what the hell is you doing? You supposed to be fucking with me, Wham, Dirt, Savvy. You supposed to be fucking with us. You supposed to be calling us like, hey man, I want y'all young niggas on my album. I'm on some player shit this time around. I'm on some player shit. Like, come on, man, god damn. I don't know though. These niggas be crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully he do the song though. If he don't, I ain't really giving no damn.
We'll still be good.
Yeah, over good. Continue being rap, man. You know what I'm saying? Continue being rap, man. Stay supportive.
Yeah.
Both my album covers on, man. Stay supportive, man. All that. I ain't posting no pictures, 6 years shit, man. Watch out. You don't care about all that shit, man. Nobody don't give no fuck about none of that. I guarantee you, your first post you post, that motherfucker gonna do 1 million or 2 million likes. You can get on the internet 16 years. You not finna get on here and get no 100 million likes on your post. You're not Kim Kardashian, man. So whatever you call yourself doing with your internet, and if you just want to prove like, oh, I won't be on the internet, what is that proving? What they do? What they do? Instagram is meant for pictures, man. Post your picture, bro, or just delete your Instagram.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's the rarity though, but man, have fun with that.
With
So you see, he's saying that, yo, how can we not get a feature of Kendrick Lamar? How can Kendrick Lamar not give man like him, Lil Baby, and Dirt features? I don't know why Kendrick Lamar didn't, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe Kendrick Lamar just thought Kendrick Lamar's kind of an introvert, isn't he? He don't really, do you know what I'm saying? Don't really put a lot of. But then again, he did drop his last album, GNX, yeah. Young folks saying he ain't blessed no one, but he dropped the album GNX, his last album, and he put all upcoming West Coast rappers on his album. He had no super features on there, all pure West Coast rappers that a lot of you lot never heard about, but I heard about every single one of them. I knew about every single one of them, and he put all of them on his album. So in that kind of way, he has to give back, but could Kendrick do more? Yeah, he probably could do more still, but this is where the entitlement comes in, and if people think that people are supposed to do this and that, like young folks saying, "Oh, you're supposed to give back, you're supposed to," but you don't have to do nothing. First and foremost, you don't have to do nothing. But I get where young folks coming from at the point. And when it comes to Drake, like young folks, right? Drake has created careers. Drake, remember that guy, Black Boy JB, that song, Look Alive, Look Alive. Black Boy JB has been on interview and said himself that song was Drake's. Remember, because Drake's is the first verse and that on there, you know. That song was Drake's, and Drake gave him that song, and that created a career for him for the rest of his life. Drake has blessed countless people. Anyone who's like, I've probably never seen an artist on that level of Drake yet bless so much people. A lot of them artists, when they get to that level of Drake, they kind of stay away and make once in a while appearances. You've heard Drake on bare rappers, like bare up and comers and that. So when it comes to Drake, no one has probably blessed as much people as Drake. And I don't just mean like major artists and that. Drake has blessed people that built careers after. Drake is the guy for that. So yeah, Bob's right about that when he's saying Kendrick will never be on that same level. He's right still. He's right. Kendrick is not on Drake's level. I don't think that. You know what I'm saying? He beat him in the battle though, but when it comes to a blessing, like I'm surprised because Kendrick really hasn't put no one on though. He hasn't. It's the truth. He hasn't. Who has he put on? Even his guy Keem there, I'm sure his guy Keem's got a podcast. I remember, shout out the Viral Way, my favorite podcast on the West Coast. Shout out, man. They done an interview, I think it was with Keem himself, yeah. And they asked Keem, like, because Keem's got a podcast. He's part of TDE, Kendrick's people and that. They asked him, how comes Kendrick's never been on there? And he was kind of, he was stuttering and, you know, just trying to be politically correct about his answer and that. But really, you know yourself, you probably tried to get Kendrick on there. Kendrick ain't been on there, and you and him are like that. Even Young Thug was talking about Keem in this clip that I played as well. We ain't seen Kendrick on Keem. Kendrick could just do that. Kendrick could go on Keem's podcast and get millions of views. He could be the one to, but then again, I don't know, maybe his advisors around him saying, don't go on there. And, you know, when you're that big, you got so much people in your ears and all that. But at the same time, you can overthrow all that and say, now that, I'm going to do it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick's got a lot of people. Shout out Hitter J3 as well, hard rapper. Like, he's got a lot of people from Compton and that. Kendrick, really, I can't see no one that's been brought on. He ain't blessing no one with verses like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. But, like, I'm surprised, like, not surprised, but I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if people from Compton start saying, "Oh, Kendrick did." I wouldn't be surprised because the entitlement always kicks in the end. You know what I'm saying? There's probably people every day hitting Kendrick saying, "Yo, Kendrick, can you do this? Can you do that? Or can you get on my? Can you just give me a drop or something? Even a drop at the beginning of the song, or say 2 words before my verse comes in, or all of that there." I do believe Kendrick could do much more, especially coming from Compton and you're surrounded by, you're from Camp, you're from the Nellers. And people don't know who that is, Camping in a Park Pie, who's from that hood there, yeah. There ain't no Compton rapper that has come up after Kendrick, where Kendrick's blessed him with a verse and all that. And remember, when Game was as big as, well, I don't think he's ever been as big as Kendrick, but when Game went platinum after his first album, 4 times platinum or whatever, I remember listening to mixtapes and Game blessed Kendrick Lamar, Nipsey Hussle and that. Game bought them. I remember hearing Kendrick K. Dot, his name was there on the mixtape then. Game had him rapping on there. These times, Game was a multi-platinum artist by then, and Game was dropping mixtapes. That's where I first heard Kendrick. So like, even Game has blessed a lot of people. I can't really say. I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong. You lot might prove me wrong in the comments and that. But what I've seen, like, I've seen Kendrick bless. He did bless man with the album, but no one from the album that he put them on has got cracked on in their career. Maybe that's their own fault. It's probably not Kendrick's. I'm just saying, like, we've seen no one big come out from under Kendrick. Get me? Nobody. But let me know what you lot thinking. Do you lot think that Kendrick could do more? Do you lot think Young Folks right? Or do you think, look, Young Folks sounds entitled, man? Put it in the comments below. Watching this video, subscribe to the channel, people. And let's take a second to like the video. All right, then. Yeah, I'm out anyways. That's World.
I done sold all this dope for years just to become a YouTuber. Shit fucked up, y'all.